JOZI had a different plan on how they were going to attack the hip-hop scene. Not only will they fuse the normal hip-hop drum beats with classic Mpatanga tunes.
I said, listen, we need to call this group something. And for me, it had to have a South African ring.
Leslie Mambe is one of 4 children. His claim to fame came courtesy of his dancing abilities on shows like Sasko Sam and KTV in the mid-90s. Les became a household name due to his participation in JOZI and the popular ETV program Shizniz. His flamboyant attitude and unique style set him apart from the rest, making him a modern pop icon amongst the youth. With 4 albums and further TV appearances under his belt, Les has proven to be one of the top urban sensations to emerge from the African continent. The release of his solo project, Fresh to Death, and songs like We On Fire took Les from being a local star to scooping up numerous awards and taken to stages with other big-name artists like himself.
My name is Leslie Jonathan Mampe Jr. I was born on the 26th of July, 1985, Georgetown Hospital, Washington, D.C.
Growing up for Ishmael Murabe was an experience defined by struggle and adversity. For several years now, Ishmael has gradually been making his mark on the South African music industry in a way that few other performers can match. Whether it's hip-hop with Prophets of the City or JOZI, Kwaito with Scheme, or South African-tinged R&B on his solo project, Ishmael is skilled, innovative, and just plain fabulous. His musical touch has contributed to the rapid evolution of homegrown sound. Ish has consistently managed to stay fresh within the youth market for close to 2 decades now. He has over 14 albums under his belt, and he has co-produced 9 of the 16 tracks in the Wildlife album. JOZI became a group to be reckoned with. Besides the successful blending of local and international sounds, their image captured the attention of their growing fan base and the media. The group went on to grow even further. Their debut album, Motherland Crunk, won critical acclaim in South Africa, leading to nominations for Best Newcomer, Best Hip Hop Album and Best Group in the 2007 South African Music Awards. JOZI had hit the ground running, and more acclaim was to follow when they strolled away with the Best Live Performance at the first annual MTV Africa Music Awards held in Nigeria, as well as the award for Best Southern African Urban Group. 2008 saw the release of Les's solo project titled Fresh to Death. With JOZI well positioned in the music industry, record label boss Lance Stir and Les saw the opportunity to release the solo album. With songs like Tippy Toes and We On Fire stirring up local radio airwaves, Fresh to Death was proving to be a success. Late 2008, JOZI had accomplished all it had set out to accomplish and more. With their popularity now flowing over into other African countries, they began preparations on their new album titled Wildlife. JOZI's appeal became even more apparent when they were invited to perform at the 2009 Florida Spring Break as the only African representatives.
Yo, yo, yo! The legendary group JOZI is putting us on the map for show. And now JOZI's going to spring break all the way in the United States of America, Florida, Panama City. And guess what? A lucky fan will join them as they break virgin territory and go global. You could be this lucky fan witnessing spring break go African.
Chasing that paper. See many different faces in many different ages. See many different faces in so many different places. See many different grinds through many different minds. There's so much to see when looking through us at a different eyes. See many people struggle. See many people hustle.
America loves JOZI.
Oh, we're about to get flagged. Oh, awesome. This is so cool.
Lance Stir brought in the 6-time Grammy Award-winning engineer Gordon Williams, better known as the Commissioner, to help move the group from local stardom into the international plane. If any local act could do it, it would be JOZI. Gordon's experience with big-time artists like Jay-Z, Whitney Houston and R. Kelly, just to name a few, would prove invaluable in the migration of the group. Lance and Gordon put together their plan to break the group internationally. JOZI got back into the studio for the creation of their second album, Wildlife. It was clear the group had grown. People looked to see if it would be able to go international as planned or simply survive. JOZI's Wildlife album topped its predecessor, Motherland Crunk, with singles like Turn It Up and Party Time moving up every chart show in the country. JOZI recently received the award for Best Urban Pop at the 16th Annual South African Music Awards, and they have no plans of slowing down.
JOZI is doing big things right now. I mean, we just did a track with Kelly Rowland for the World Cup.
A lot of beautiful things are happening to us. God has blessed the group. We just got a release in Brazil, a release in France, now the main focus and the main release is obviously in America and of course the rest of the world. Develop a nice relationship in Ghana where our music gets played on the top radio stations in Ghana, top radio stations in Nigeria.
In the short 4 years they've been around, they have proved to be a force to be reckoned with. We can be sure to witness more great things to come from these talented individuals as they take the steps to fly the South African flag worldwide.